This is He Knows the Sport, bringing you that heat and that fire. We keeping the foot on the what? On the X. We keeping the foot on the what? On the X. And like the Tibetan mastiff that I am, I'm applying what? Unlimited pressure. Because pressure does what? It bursts pipes. Now let's get on to the video, man. We have to talk about this. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Why is the media sitting here playing this roller coaster with your brain? NLP, man, neuro-linguistic programming. Let me break this thing out. So get the notepads out and get to the damn scribbling. So rehear me and rehear me. Well, see, what they have to do is they have to fundamentally break the system down. Let me say it again. They have to fundamentally break the system down. The system is basically breaking down your conscious mind, because your conscious mind is your barrier. It's your protector in your brain. It allows you to decipher what makes sense and what doesn't make sense. Let me say it again. It allows you to decipher what makes sense and what doesn't make sense. And in your conscious mind, we have to look at the left side of the brain, and then we have to look at the right side of the brain. The left side of the brain is your spatial side. It's your reasoning side. It's your analytical side of your brain. Then you have the right side of the brain. The right side of the brain is your imaginative side. It is the side that operates as the barrier, the protective barrier. But here's the thing. There are two things that can bypass the right side of your brain and get to the left side of your brain. You know why it has to bypass the right? Because again, what did I tell you? The right side of the brain is that barrier. It's that imaginative side of your brain, but it operates mostly in a barrier side because it has to protect the left side, the spatial side, the reasoning side, the side that's supposed to have analytics, the side that's supposed to be able to deduce things. The reason why these two things bypasses is because of the fact that they operate under the manifold of the subconscious mind. There is a cheat code on how to get past the right side of the brain and go into your left side of the brain. It's called speaking in terminology that basically hits the subconscious mind. Because when you go through the subconscious mind, you are now bypassing the right side of the brain. It's kind of like, let me give you an example so that you guys can get the full picture of what I'm talking about. I need y'all to follow me as I'm going through this story. It's like, because I'm Slick Rick out here, man. You guys should know that in these basketball streets, man. I like to be the ultimate and original truth teller, storyteller. So let me get back to the story of what I'm talking about. You guys watched Thor, right? And you saw how Loki was able to bypass Heimdall. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because Heimdall is all-seeing. He sees everything. But here's the thing with Heimdall's vision and his ability to see. There's loopholes. Loki understood this. So because the ultimate trickster that he is, which is what NLP is, which is what music is. These are the two things that can find the loopholes of the all-seeing, right? Heimdall's seeing vision has a limit, because the limit in Heimdall's seeing vision is in the limit of his physicality. If Heimdall is worn, and when I say, or is he battle worn, like let's say for instance, he was protecting the 9 realms and somebody stepped their ass into Asgard and Heimdall had a fight with that person, right? That takes a toll on his all-seeing vision. Loki knows this. So when Loki is keeping Heimdall busy with all of these different things that Heimdall's doing, his all-seeing vision is being altered. That's what happens with the conscious mind. It gets altered. So Loki, the NLP, follow me, neuro-linguistic programming, follow me, music, they understand that all they have to do is filter the message through their unique fashion of basically filtering it through the subconscious mind. And them doing that, now they're going past the right side of the brain, right? The barrier, into the left side, the spatial side, the reasoning side, the deducing side, the analytical side. You know why? Because they have to brain full of mush and brainwash that side. They have to turn that side into dodo-headisms. Because if you can't be spatial, you can't deduce, you can't reason, you can't analyze, then guess what? You are a brain full of mush, brainwashed dodo head. Let me say it again. If you can't deduce, you can't reason, you can't be spatial, you can't analyze, then you are a brain full of mush and brainwashed dodo head. Thereby, your neuron receptors are not clicking on all cylinders. Anyone that studies brain patterns, cognitive reasoning, they understand what Lenonsense Sport is talking about. This is how they delude your mind. This is what they've done via LBJ Riders Media and their neurolinguistic programming. So this roller coaster that they're doing, with Stephen A. Smith telling you now that although the Lakers are doing their thing, I'm not impressed. It's supposed to mess with your subconscious mind so they can make you think that, well, damn, they getting on the Lakers too. They're not only supporting the Lakers. You see the delusion? Because if they're actually getting on the Lakers, it's making it seem like they're giving you unbiased journalism. See, you guys have to be playing super chess while these motherfuckers are playing chess. Let me say it again. You have to be playing super chess while these motherfuckers are playing chess. Because the cold-hearted, unadulterated, cutthroat, two-ton of fashion, they understand how the mind works. And if they keep giving you the art of reciprocation, either the same pattern, then you're going to figure it out. Even the dumbest person on the planet can figure out something if the same pattern keeps coming at them. But if you change the velocity, you change the variation, you change the acceleration on how the information is filtered, then guess what? You can keep filtering brain full of mush and brainwashed dodo headisms. What is that? La Class A narcissism. NBA variation of the Los Angeles Lakers. They know what they're doing. So this passive aggressive thing that they're doing, ebbs and flows things that they're doing, monkey and see things that they're doing. They're using so many different strategies on you guys. You guys don't even see it. But Lenonsense Sport is not a regular cat, nor does he think regular, nor does he reside in regular realms. Let me see it again. Lenonsense Sport is not a regular cat, nor does he think regular, nor does he reside in regular realms. This is why I'm always able to see these things, because I'm 7 steps ahead of the game. See, they operate at 4 steps ahead, but I operate 3 steps ahead of them. So because I operate 3 steps ahead of them, I'm always able to see their next move. This is chess, y'all. This ain't checkers. Let me say it again. This is chess. This ain't checkers. You always have to be ahead of the pack. Remember what I told you? They operate in chess, so you got to operate in super chess. Everything that they do, you have to do it in super mode. Just like if they operate as a Saiyan, you need to be a super Saiyan. Let me say it again. If they're operating as a Saiyan, you need to be a super Saiyan. You always need to be in a super variation, because you're dealing with a conglomerate here. You're dealing with a monster here. This is the media, the power of the media. And they understand the average Joe Blow, the average Marilyn Sue is a brain full of mush and brainwashed dodo head by nature. So all they have to do is keep feeding through their subconscious mind the delusion. Now, how does all of this tie in? Giannis Antetokounmpo is unquestionably the MVP. This guy is averaging 30 points, 15 rebounds, man. And damn near he was averaging close to 15 assists for a 2-game stretch. In these 2 games, 30 points, 15 rebounds, 8 assists. 30 points, 15 rebounds, 7 assists. I stand corrected. 30 and 15? And then he's giving you 33 and 13 this year, and they are the number 1 team in basketball. What is there that your conscious mind, the ability for you to spatially think, the ability for you to deductively think, the ability for you to analytically think, the ability for you to critically think, what is there that your conscious mind can't get here? It's because your subconscious mind has been diluted by brain full of mush and brainwashed dodo headisms of LeBron James' 10.6 assists, as if we haven't seen high assist ratio before in basketball. You following me? Are you guys really following me and you're getting this message? This is what they're doing to you guys, man. NLP, do the research. Neuro-linguistic programming. Because what is neuro-linguistic programming? Delude the subconsciousness of yourself so that you can thereby delude the subconsciousness of others, because they have to believe in their own brain full of mushing and brainwashing. They have to believe in their own dodoisms before they convert you into what we call a brain full of mush and brainwashed dodo head, because they have to apostatize before they proselytize. What I said was so deep and profound. Let me let that marinate in the corpus callosum and in the cerebellum. Hear me? Hear me? Well, they have to apostatize. What is apostatize? They have to make you renounce your original way of thinking before they can proselytize. Now convert you into their way of thinking. Woo! dropping gems and I'm dropping jewels, man. That's why I say get the notepads out and get to the damn scribbling, y'all. They have to apostatize, meaning they have to make you renounce your way of thinking so that they can proselytize, meaning convert you into their way of thinking. And when they do that, you hence become an LBJ apologist and an LBJ stance, even if you don't want to. Because all you're doing is constantly taking in NLP. What is the common rule and the common principle today? To basically re-proselytize yourself back into the cold-hearted, unadulterated, cutthroat, true-teller fashion. It starts with this simple rule. When you're paying attention to them, don't pay attention to them in no more than 4 minutes and 59-second blocks. Then get your ass up, go do something for 15 minutes, and then go right back into it. When you do this, you will never take in the NLP. 5 minutes or more. Do the research on it, man. Everything I'm telling you guys is quantified, calculated, and can be researched. Remember, I'm not a regular cat, nor do I think regular, nor do I reside in a regular realm. So the stuff that I tell you is because I'm always reading. See, when you're always reading and you're always expanding your mind, no one can see you, dog. Let me say it again. When you're reading, when you're always reading and you're always expanding your mind, no one can see you. This makes me think of Bill Gates. When they asked Bill Gates, what superpower do you want? You know what he said? The superpower for me to be able to read faster. I concur 1,000% with the likes of a Bill Gates, because that's what I would want. The ability to read that much more faster. Because knowledge is power out here in these streets, y'all. These streets called life. And those who lack the knowledge, lack the power. Let me say it again. Those who lack the knowledge, lack the power. And the media understands this. This is why they could keep pumping you by the 27th law of power, the Lecoq-like following, and thereby turn you into basically what we call brain full of mush and brainwashed dodo heads. This is why you have grown-ass men, let alone 50-year-olds, calling LeBron James GOAT James or LeGoat James. It's because they have turned into dodo heads. And they don't even realize that, man. Have you guys ever played with Play-Doh when you was a kid? That's what they are. They've turned their brains into freaking Play-Doh. Because when we look at Giannis Antetokounmpo, what this guy's doing, there shouldn't be an argument if you're residing in your natural conscious mind that he is unquestionably, unequivocally, and unchallengeably the MVP. But no, because of the brain full of mush and brainwashed dodo-headisms that they've done for 16 to 17 plus years, you're questioning this stuff. You see the power behind it? Hopefully you got this message. And I implore you guys, I beseech you, brethren and sisters, to go back and keep watching this video. Because there was many gems, many jewels that probably went over your head. And you may have to watch this 3 times before you get the totality of the message. Because when it's all said and done, Giannis Antetokounmpo is unquestionably, unequivocally, and emphatically the MVP. I keeps the foot on the what? On the next. I keeps the foot on the what? On the next. This is He Knows His Sport in scientific mode. Checking out.